Hi guys, I'm Leanne and this is my weight loss journey, and today is just a weekend update. I'm following Slimming World if you haven't been here before, and I'm currently well into my weight loss journey. I just upload regular just to update you on how I'm feeling, what's going off, and all the effects, the ups and downs of weight loss. It is Monday and I haven't updated all weekend because I've just been a little bit busy, I'm not gonna lie. It's been beautiful weather. Today is a scorcher, which is brilliant because it means that I'm drinking my water, and this is water in here, not a coffee. It makes it so much easier to drink my water when I'm just so dehydrated. It's crazy because in the winter I really struggle, but when it's boiling hot like this, oh my god, I could just drink gallons of water. My weekend, well, I really am trying to have a really on-plan week. I'm finding that easy because the weather is so hot. However, on Friday, Oliver volunteered for me to go out for a meal with a guy and his wife, who he's been doing some work for. We ended up going to Whitley Hall. The weather wasn't as hot as what it is today. We had a really nice time. I tried super hard to make as best of choices I could. I drank Diet Coke, so the alcohol wasn't an issue. I stayed sim-free all day and just food optimized all day before we went out. So I was kind of like creating a bit of a buffer, if that makes sense, because I had no idea where we were going at the time. I just had to get ready for 5:30. I ended up having, for starter, I ordered the soup. I didn't eat the bread. The soup was absolutely divine, but was cream based. It wasn't a massive bowl. It was just like average kind of portion size. And I probably ate 2/3 of it, I would say, and then that was it. They brought out some complimentary like starters, which was like a little cheese ball in breadcrumbs that was this big. I did eat that, so that was quite calorific, and I think that was fried. And then for my main, I ordered lemon zesty tagliatelle, which I thought would be like a lemony sauce, which it kind of was a bit lemony, and it was really fresh and light. The bowl was huge. It was like this big and this deep, and it was full with pasta. But the sauce again was quite creamy. So I just ate like half of that just to be fair, I was satisfied with the starter and the little entree thing, and half of the pasta. It was really beautiful, really nice food. I really enjoyed it. I'd been really good all day, and I ate it. It wasn't on plan. I have no idea how many sins it was, but I tried so hard to be well behaved. So yeah, I had that on. Then I had when they were having desserts and stuff, I just had a latte and just left it at that. And I didn't eat the chocolate that came with my latte either, because I just thought I don't really need it, I don't want it, and it's just extra calories really, or sins, or however, whatever diet you're doing or diet plan. And that was my Friday. So then on Saturday, bloody hell, what did I do on Saturday? I ended up having breakfast. I had my eggs. I had them as an egg wrap with a Slimming World wrap. I had a salad for my dinner, and I'd had a couple of rice pops, and then I had the black bean something rice thing that was a Slimming World meal, which is completely free. I had my healthy extras as milk because I do drink tea, but I drank a lot more water. And then on Sunday we decided just to have. On Saturday we went to Retford actually, which was fine. Like I said, I was totally on plan. And then on Sunday I ended up having. I went to the gym. I did 3 hours at the gym. I did end up talking to a guy who's a personal trainer there. about like my journey and the fact that I'm really struggling because I can't set myself a target. And after talking to him, and I think him weighing me up a little bit, because he said he doesn't like to give people targets and it's got to be a personal goal. But after talking to me for a while and telling him about like what I'd done so far and that I really struggle without a number, he suggested that I aim for 12 stone, which kind of runs in line with me aiming for the 12.5 stone, because then I half like my body weight. So that was quite reassuring. And then he just said reassess it after that. That's up to me. Which that were quite good at the gym to have that conversation with a guy, I think, because I think guys are a lot less kind, if that makes sense, and just a bit more straight talking. He's advised that I try Pilates to try and get over my gym fear and class fear. So I have now booked myself into Pilates on Wednesday. So that's a new experience and something I'm kind of freaking out about. I do go to the gym, I just keep myself to myself. I can swim forever. But in terms of like joining in like a program with somebody and doing a class, I haven't yet dared to do that because I've got this like anxiety and fear regarding it. But what better way to overcome that than to just suck it up and get on with it? And he runs this class, he does the Pilates class, and I just thought Wednesday at 6 o'clock, I'm gonna go to that, and this can be my exposure therapy to get over myself, suck it up and get on with it. So I'm quite proud that that happened this weekend. I went for a swim after I went to the gym, which I really enjoyed, but it then got really busy, so I got out after 40 minutes. And then last night, I didn't really do a great deal, I'm not gonna lie. I ate a Slimming World meal for my dinner, one with rice, and it had butternut squash in, but I can't tell you much more than that. It was only a small one. And then me and Oliver went out for tea, and I had a jacket potato and salad. And I did order it with no butter, which it came with no butter, but they'd actually dumped cheese on it and it all melted in. They were really busy. So I did actually eat that. I did try to pick out some of the cheese, but then it just got to a point where it all melted and I thought, oh, this is just, I don't want my life to become like this. So I did end up having cheese with that, but I am slowly trying to kind of pull back a little bit and be a bit more basic with my plan this week. I've only now got to start, today's Monday. So this morning I've had my eggs. I've had 3 boiled eggs. Dinner, I'm at work. I'm not gonna lie, I've not brought anything. I feel a bit hot and sicky. So I've had 3 ice pops. Actually, I've had a Twister lolly. Not the Twister with the ice cream. It's like a Twister that's just ice and flavour, and then a proper ice pop. And other than that, I'm just drinking water. I've had 2 teas, and I will probably just eat when I get home because I'm not working really late. I'm querying, depending on what time I finish work, as to whether I might go for an hour's swim. And that'll cool me down, and then I can just go in the shower. I'll probably take my pajamas to the gym and just shove my pajamas on after I've been in the shower, take a long coat just so I can cover my pajamas, and then I'm straight in the house and ready for my evening chill. The weather is absolutely fantastic, isn't it, for getting your clothes nice and dry. And as it happens, because I'm kind of in between sizes, so I definitely fit in all 16s right now, but I'm edging into some 14s, and some of my 16 jeans and things are starting to get a bit loose. I do fit in some 14s, but not all 14s yet, which is weird because before I used to be my like clothes size used to be whatever like weight-ish stone bracket I was in, if that made sense. So if I was 16 stone 12, I would generally be a size 16. I've now dropped down to 14, 11, but I'm not a true size 14, so I think that's changing in terms of my body, which is a bit rubbish, but okay all at the same time. Last night, I actually went up to a lady's house that has a ton of clothes and bought a huge bag of like size 14 clothes off of her, so that's something to aim for. Anyway, my client's here, so I'm gonna have to go, but that is my weekend. Think then.